everyone, my name is Aisha Bello. I am the creative director of Aisha Collections. People love to call me the female shoemaker. Aisha Collection is a bespoke and ready-to-wear shoemaking company based in Surulere, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a professional shoemaker of 10 years. I'm married with 2 kids, and this is my Live It Up session on EAP TV. I've been into shoemaking for over 10 years now, and one of the reasons why I decided to venture into this is because of joblessness. So one of those years while I was in university, we had a long break and I came home. I went to my cousin's house and we were having a conversation about getting a skill. It was a round table talk, and one of them said she wants to do makeup artistry. I said, oh, that's great. She said, oh, she's got somewhere she's going to learn for free. And I said, okay, I think I'm interested. So while I took my application form, I went through the list and I saw that there are other options there aside makeup artistry. So I decided to go into shoemaking. And that was because I've always had passion for shoes. I love shoes, especially when I see good leather. It just widened my imagination and I think of other things I could do with it. So that was 2009 till date. This is what I do for a living, and I'm proud to be called the female shoemaker. In Nigeria, where I come from, it is believed that the shoemaking industry is only for the men alone, like it's a male-dominated industry. And when I joined the shoemaking industry, I decided it was only male shoes I was going to do. And this was because there are a lot of brands that does female shoes. I mean, a lot of brands, not necessarily based in Nigeria or produce them in Nigeria, but outside Nigeria. And we realized that there are a lot of people in Nigeria that goes to Turkey, China to make female brands and bring them to sell in Nigeria. And they sell at a cheaper amount because they produce at a cheaper amount. But for leather, it's completely different. If you recognize leather, you know that quality leathers are not cheap, because the cost of importing leather and other raw materials to make quality leather shoes is not on the cheap side. So I carved the niche and I developed that. And to the glory of God, that is what we do. It's not like we don't completely make female shoes. We do, but only on demand. And we only do the female replication of what we do for men. Aisha Collection have been operating for over 10 years, like I said. And one of the things I didn't remember to say is we've trained over 200 students. Maybe through NGOs or individuals that have been to our factory to train one way or the other, or even some that we have even mentored and we've inspired one way or the other. We also run training sessions, we do sales, we do consultation, we do shoe repairs, and we are looking at doing a lot more in the next few years to come. To be realistic, the main designs are not just fresh, new designs. It's probably a design that was in vogue for 5 years ago, and they brought it back to vogue again. The only difference might just be the kind of leather or the kind of material that is used in making. Most of those designs, there are really nothing spectacular about them. They are usually the regular design. But what is important is the quality of leather is made with and the quality of soles is made with. That is what distinguishes them, and that is what differentiates what we make from every other design in the market. So we don't do gbogbo design. We have our designs that last a particular period of time. And once we sell it out for that time, that is the end. We move to another design. So for the training, it depends. We have training that lasts 6 months. We have 1 year, we have 2 years. It depends on the person's willingness. So because most of these Gen Zs we invite that come over for training, they just want something they can learn within a month or 2 and leave. And I always tell them it is not possible, because for shoemaking it has a lot to do with practicals. It is not like the kind of training you do online. And yeah, we have online sessions, but they are just for masterclass and basic. If you really want to learn properly, then you might need to come to the factory to come and learn. And that might take you 6 months to 1 year, depending on your willingness. I can tell you that there are a lot of things involved in this. Being a woman in a male-dominated industry is a challenge on its own. Dealing with male clients is a challenge on its own. Number one of the challenges we've been facing in the business is the business is saturated. I mean, the industry is saturated, and we try our best to stay above in the industry. And secondly, there was a time, I remember long ago when I just started the business, there was a time that a customer looked up to me and said, I can never buy from you because you're a woman. Yes, and till tomorrow, it still rings the bell. And words like that get us to do better. Get us, I mean, it's a privilege. Let me put it that way. It's a privilege that even 10 years after, we are still standing, despite what the economy is, despite the fact that 90% of our raw materials are not even from Nigeria. We have to import them. With the exchange rate, with the power supply, with the location, cost of rent is ridiculous. I can tell you that some months ago, I was at the verge of leaving this business. Our target audience are between the age of 30 to 55. And this is because these are people that really understand fashion trends, alluring styles, customizing outfits. Anybody that looks good and can afford a shoe for as low as 25,000 naira is our target audience. And any average Nigeria, and we have places where we can find them. And that is why they are within that age. So for those that want to join the industry, well, okay, like I said, I have over 10 years in the industry, and I can tell that there are a lot of obstacles, whether you're a man or a woman. But trust me, when it's time for you to scale up, some things will just start happening, and it will look like you are a loser, or you don't even know what you are doing, or the world is against you. When you get to that point, just hold up and believe that you are about to do something huge, something great. And for me, it is not enough reason to give up. All that glitters are not gold, so we have to strike our balance. My staff are so amazing. Like the way we work, oh my God. My staff interests me more in this, my occupation of business. They are amazing people. Hi guys, so welcome to our factory where things are done. I want to take you through our machines so you can see the process of how things are done. So this is a skiving machine. It is used to soften leather before placing it on pattern. After cutting your pattern, you soften it so that it can be easy to sew on the machine. This is a sew presser. If you agree with me, if you are a shoemaker, you will agree with me that your job is not done if this machine have not worked on your shoe properly. If you use this machine, you won't have this story of, oh, I was walking on the road and my shoe pulled off from the sole. It's not possible. This machine gets the work done completely. So this machine, I call it Odogu. I call it Odogu because it's a 3-in-1 machine. So we have the filing part, where you used to file your pattern or your hopper after setting it. Then the brushing part, this one brushes and polish. It does the finishing generally. Then we have the part that's oven. After producing your shoe, you need to put it in the oven so it can heat up and stretch to make it look like a very brand new shoe. And this is a shoe stretcher. What this does is it expands your shoe. For example, if you have a shoe, provided it's a tight shoe, it's a quality leather shoe, and it's tight on you, don't worry, bring them to us. We will put them inside those machines for you, and they will expand properly, and expand to your perfect fit, and they'll be ready to wear. This is our stamping machine. This machine, we use it for branding. There's no way we'll make a beautiful pair of shoe and we don't brand it. There's no way you would know it was made from us. You would think it's just a shoe you brought from Italy. Meanwhile, this is where we get it done. This is our sewing machine. This machine, we use it to sew our uppers together, set our leathers together, just like the sewing machine for clothes, but this is different because it works with leather. And this is our shoe lasts. They are molds used for making shoes. They come in different shapes and sizes. People call them somebody's leg. I don't know what that means. But this is, all those shoes you see, this is what determines their shape and their sizes. These are basic tools that run us, that help us through the process while trying to produce a shoe. We use hammer, and we have some finishing materials. We use lighter. We need to put this under the branding machine to give us a perfect result that we want. Welcome back to my Live It Up session on Eve TV. Let me take you through this process. We are trying to make a plimsoll sneakers for men, and this sneakers, it can be sold for as high as 30,000 naira. And the reason why I chose to make this for this program is because it's one of the simplest designs that is easy to create. The work is in the leather because the leather is so expensive. And that's why I'm being careful while trying to cut it so that I don't waste the leather. This is the pattern we have been able to achieve. And the next thing we are going to want to do is put it on top of this leather lining. But before then, we have to tape it round with this leather taping. This is the finished process, and what we did was, after sewing this round, we put the lining, and after the lining we had the back stay. After the back stay, we placed it on the shoe last. This is a shoe last. After placing it on here, then we coupled it, put the front stay as well. After putting the front stay, we had to put gum in the sole and stick to the sole. You see, it's as simple and it's as easy as ABC. Being creative is a personal thing, but you also need to understand what the target audience wants. So this is what our shoe looks like after packaging. I hope you like what you see. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us through our Instagram handle, Aisha Collections. The Aisha is spelled AEESHA. Collections_page, or visit our website aishacollections.com, www.aishacollections.com, or better still, check for us on Google and Female Shoemaker by Aisha Collections. It will bring you down to our address at 39 Bode Thomas, Surulere. Thank you for watching my Live It Up session on Eve TV.